Erling Braut Haaland playing for the English national team, THEO Hernandez switching to Spain, and what to think about Alphonso Davies going to Ghana. I'm your boy Viva La FIFA, and awesome that you're watching to the biggest new nation changes in FIFA 21. Are you looking for the best, most reliable and cheapest place to get your FIFA 21 coins? Go to OVERPOWERED.com and use the code VIVA for an extra 5% off your order and start building your own dream team. A very big welcome, and let me explain this video. In this video we've selected players that did got a nation change from FIFA 20 to FIFA 21, still have the possibility to make a nation change in the future or in FIFA 21 because the rules have changed. Normally one game was enough to be stuck with a country forever. Now they raised that to 3 games, and we have players that could have played for another country and are just very cool to show them with their, well, new nation that could have happened. So if you love the video, give a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and put on the notification bell, and listen closely, because if you click from player to player you won't understand it. Just sit back, get some popcorn, something to drink, relax, give a thumbs up, and let's go. Starting off with Hudson-Odoi, and he can play for the Ghana national team, and in my opinion this is not a bad solution. I'm afraid with the likes of Jadon Sancho coming through the ranks, the playing time of Hudson-Odoi down the wing will be down to 0. Maybe left wing Viva, well, think about players like Jack Grealish or Raheem Sterling, so I don't think Hudson-Odoi will ever get a starting spot in the English national team. He did play 1 or 2 games, but with the new rules he can still switch nations. Ghana could be a perfect solution for him. There he will be the star player, and talk about players like Kevin Prince Boateng, who also made the decision to play for Ghana instead of their other country, Germany, for Kevin Prince that was. I think this is perfect for Hudson-Odoi. Moving on with Max Aarons, and guys, don't forget to give a thumbs up if you loved the video, and in all honesty, don't you think the card with Max Aarons, his Jamaica nation, looks so much better? Nothing against the English flag, don't get me wrong, but somehow it is just awesome in combination with the Norwich City badge. In combination with the Jamaica flag, it is just pure class. Max Aarons has a lot of competition in front of him. Think about the likes of Kyle Walker, Trent Alexander-Arnold, SAKA, and I can keep going on for hours and hours. So this is exactly a player I think should think about making that nation change. Al-Kaysen, it sounds a little bit like a Chinese Saudi Arabia name. He made a nation change from FIFA 20 to FIFA 21. Fun fact, his Brazilian name is just Al-Kaysen. Yes, that is Brazilian, but the Chinese national team want to do great at the World Cup 2022 in Qatar, and just like Qatar, they are using players that play in their competition and they get them a citizenship so they can play for their national team. Of course, a player like Al-Kaysen could have never played for the Brazil national team, but for China he is a world-class striker. Ansu Fati, he can play for Spain and he does that, but he could have played for Guinea-Bissau, and that is, well, a very small country. But if I'm watching this video together with you guys, I remember so many players could have played for Guinea-Bissau. So if they got a full team of players that were eligible and chose their country, they could have won a lot of African Nation Cups. Of course, a player like Ansu Fati should play with a bigger team with more chance on winning a trophy. One of the biggest losses for the USA is losing Jonathan David to Canada, and just as Alphonso Davies, he had the opportunity to play for multiple countries, but Canada is building themselves a very cool team, and I'm going to tell you something, Canada will have an extra option added to their team in this video that will make the team even more overpowered. Jonathan David now made a £30 million move from Ghent to Lille, and well, in the future, who knows, he will be a world-class striker. Alphonso Davies, the left back of Canada and one of the best players in the world, can go to Ghana. Well, he can't go anymore, but he had the option to play for the Ghana national team. He could have also played for the USA, if I'm not mistaken. And what's the story? Well, he grew up in Canada, but as you can see, his parents were from Ghana, and that is the true story, the full story, and I can't change anything about it. Of course, with the Canada flag, Davies looks much better in combination with Bayern Munich, But guys, Ghana, they lost out on a great player. Serginho Dest made a summer switch from Ajax to Barcelona, and he also got a nation change from the Netherlands team to the USA. In FIFA 20, he was, I believe, a player with the Dutch flag. He could have played for the national team of the Netherlands. He got a call up, but he decided to play for his home country and the country of his parents. Bayer Leverkusen winger Diaby is another player that should really think about making a switch, because with all the attacking power in the French national team, there is a very big chance that Diaby will be bound to the bench, well, way more than he will expect and wants to play. And if he wants to play actually games and get caps after his name, he should play for his African nation team where his parents have a link with. Bruno Guimaraes still has the possibility to switch nations. He is now a Brazilian player, but so far he didn't play a single game for the Brazil national team. He can still play for the Spanish national team. Is he a player for Spain? Well, he is a very technical tiki-taka player, so I would say okay, don't forget to make him a nation switch to Spain, but also Brazil is great. Bruno Guimaraes, it is an incredible playmaker for Olympique Lyonnais. It's up to him to decide what nation next. THEO Hernandez is a nation change we will see in FIFA 20, because when he got that special card, in the background he posted a card of himself with a Spanish flag on it. THEO Hernandez got an inform card already in the FIFA game, but he might be up for the biggest change in his career, not making a move from one club to another one, not getting an inform card, but leaving the French flag for the Spanish one. Konate, he can play also for an African nation team. I believe it is Mali or Senegal, correct me if I'm wrong, but Konate has so much competition. Think about the likes of Lengle, Raphael Varane, Samuel Umtiti, Dayot Upamecano, so Konate might be wise to make a different choice in his career. Albanian centre-back Kumbula so far didn't play a game for his nation, if I'm not mistaken. He still has the option to switch nations. He can still play for the Italian national team. How is that possible? Well, Kumbula is living such a long time in Italy that he has 2 citizenships. He can play for Albania, the country of his parents, or he can play for the Italian national team, well, the country where he was raised as a kid and is playing professional football. Aymeric Laporte, just like THEO Hernandez, has everything to choose from. Aymeric is 27 years old and never played a national game. That is strange, isn't it? Somehow he can't choose. Maybe he's waiting to get a call up from the French national team or the Spanish national team. And if I'm looking to the age of players like Giroud, Piqué, etc., I think Aymeric Laporte can play at least 4 or 5 seasons in the prime of his career. The question is, Luis Enrique, Didier Deschamps, what are you waiting for? Just call him up. The guy deserves it. Martinelli sounds more Italian than it is Brazil. Yes, he has multiple nations to choose from. His parents are a mix of Brazil and Italy. He also grew up in Italy, and that makes him a very interesting player. He has a lot of opportunities. Martinelli first has to become a starting player for Arsenal before he can think about nation changes and playing for a national team. But this is a very interesting player. Maybe in 2025, we all know Martinelli as that amazing new Stefan El Shaarawy for the Italian national team, and who knows, he's playing in this position of Neymar Jr. It's all out in the open. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you loved the video. Andreas Pereira is not a player that played a lot of caps. 0 in total. He didn't play for the Brazilian team. Never ever did he do that. Yes, he played for them with the youth academies, well, under 21, under 20, but as a professional player, never did that. He also has links with Belgium. We look to his parents for that, and that's the reason that he could be a called up for the Rode Duivels. That is the nickname of the Belgium national team. Guadeloupe can get an amazing player in their team, SAINT-MAXIMIN. He also has a lot of competition in the French national team. SAINT-MAXIMIN is 23, turning 24 this year. How long does he want to wait? I am not quite sure how long he wants to wait, because a player like that wants to play professional games. The downside for Guadeloupe is they never reach a big tournament, and maybe with the French national team he can beat players like Anthony Martial, Antoine Griezmann and Kingsley Coman, but you can hear the names, that is a tough job to do. Canada player SAKA is a very promising player for now and for the future, but he also has a lot of competition position in the English national team, and he has to think about making a decision to the English national team or going for Nigeria. Iwobi, he made the switch. He could play for England, he went to Nigeria. Dele Alli is also a player that could have played for the Nigerian national team. He went for the English national squad. But for Saka, it's all out in the open for him to choose. Here is the player that could play alongside Alphonso Davies and the man himself, Jonathan David. That is Tomori. The centre back of Chelsea is 22. With all the good centre backs from the English national team, he never received a call-up from the coach of the national squad, and that makes him think about his future. Canada is building a great team, and with the likes of Tomori adding to the centre back position, centre back Tomori, left midfielder, left back Alphonso Davies, you already have two huge talents in your defensive line. THEO Valverde is playing for the Uruguay national team, but he could have played for the Spanish national team. That is why it's so important that you listen to this video. If you click, you will not understand a single thing. So this is one of the players that could have got a position change if he didn't make the decision earlier on in his career. THEO already played over 10, 20, even 30 games for the Uruguay national squad at such a young age, a great accomplishment. With the new rule, new possibilities are out in the open. Iñaki Williams is one of those. He played one game for the Spanish national team. Normally, you're stuck forever. With the new rule, 3 games is allowed and then you can make the switch. Iñaki Williams can still switch and play for Ghana alongside Hudson-Odoi. How cool would that be? He should think about it, because in the Spanish national team, different players are getting picked above him. With Ghana, he can play at the World Cup, he can play for the African Nation Cup, so many opportunities to win prizes and play at big tournaments. Rafael Leao is the same story as Tomori and Iñaki Williams. He is playing for a country with a lot of amazing players on his position. Rafael Leao is 22. Portuguese, and never played a single game for the national team. 22, you have to think about your future. He can go to Angola. Do you remember Montoras? If you do, you're a true football fan and championship manager fan, because Montoras was a huge big talent player for Benfica, but also the captain for a very long time of the Angola national team. He could get his replacement right here. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, because we're finishing the episode off with Erling Braut Haaland. He's playing for the Norwegian national team, and how good is he? He scored hat-tricks after hat-tricks for the national team, for Borussia Dortmund, for Red Bull Salzburg. Everywhere he goes, goals are coming with him. His dad played for Manchester City. He also grew up in England, so he was born and raised in England. Later on, they moved back to Norway, but that made him eligible to play for the English national team as their super striker. Nothing against the English national team, but with a player like Tammy Abraham alongside Raheem Sterling and all the other superstars, winning trophies would have been one step closer. So guys, what do you think? Erling Braut Haaland going to the English national team? It can't happen anymore, but how cool would that have been? Give a thumbs up if you think that is amazing, subscribe for more, and put on the notification bell. I thank you all for watching, wish you all a very nice day, and as you know, for me, keep it cool, keep it real, and ciao for now.